you see, in any sector, for example, they call it show business. There is the show, and there is the business. And actors and players should ensure that they have specialists in both areas. You see, if you look at the Western templates, or even the Chinese templates,
or even the Indian,
or in the Indian template, you have people who are expert. There's specialization. The only way an industry can grow is where you have specialization, right? And this takes time. And also there are certain, we've gotten to a stage in development that you have multidisciplinary opportunities. So even in the entertainment industry, they need lawyers, they need accountants who specialize in entertainment, lawyers, accountants, marketers, advertisers, promoters, people who maybe are not in the core end of the business, but are in the periphery of it. Now, and for Nigeria, it's an emerging market. It's emerging. You'll be surprised that down the line, 2-3 years, some significant musicians will step down and start to do other. They face more the business end. So it's growing. To be honest, I am delighted, surprisingly delighted, that it grew at such a fast space.
A lot of people,
yeah. What those guys earn now and what they bring to the table is quite significant. Now, what we need to do is to start putting some science and structure behind it. Start measuring, what the earnings are, how they come in, what are the competitive advantages. People should do a bit more research into what exactly what sells, what doesn't sell, what approaches work, what models don't work. So, and this is where our universities come in.
Okay. We seem to have a lot to say, but I would like you to just, before we round up, you must quickly, touch on two issues.
Okay.
The first one is that you have talked about the lack or the absence of data in Nigeria. So all these are brainstorm. Usually we probably just go out of the window, because we don't have the right data. That's number one. Number two, I imagine that you must have a position on how the Securities and Exchange Commission can probably begin to look at the Nollywood and see how it can be properly structured. So if you can just quickly, look at those
Security and Exchange, a combination of Security Exchange Commission, Stock Exchange, and Commerce and Industry. It's a question of knowing the players, in categorization, the innovation spots. Where are the areas that the sector is going? What is the external trade relations with this? What is the income? There are some tax issues around every sector and around that business recorded. First of all, you record the data because you don't know what you can use that data for. It is along the line. Information is useless if it's left in inertia. So what I think is they should just pay attention, create a sector, recognize it as a sector, take it seriously. Even the banks, the finance houses should have tables. They have tables for oil and gas.
Yeah, they should
have tables for Greek.
So
they should have tables. They should have people who do research in these areas.